What is up with it? Today we are going to be announcing the giveaway for 1,000 subs. Yesterday I actually streamed to celebrate the 1,000 subs. That was actually so much fun. Thank you all so much for everyone who showed up. Um, I originally thought that I was only going to have like two viewers and I'd stop doing it after like 30 minutes. But actually, way more people joined than I thought. Um, People seemed really engaged. They seemed like they were having a lot of fun. I was having a ton of fun, so definitely we'll be doing that sort of thing again in the future. I think the plan is I want to try all the new OP10 leaders in a stream at some point. Um, so this is going to be a two-part giveaway celebrating the 1,000 subs. Thank you again so much. The first part is going to be something small. It's just going to be these little Gecko Moira border sleeves. Um, I'll post a photo of it on the channel so you guys can see what they look like. But if you know me at all, on my Dawn deck, I use border sleeves on my Dawn. Um, just something I kind of picked up from Yu-Gi-Oh that we did with the extra deck. Um, so that will be the small giveaway. If you want to enter that one, just like this video, comment something down below that you'd like to see from the channel in 2025. Just something that you think would improve the channel. Um, and then also be subscribed. And that will be picked randomly on February 8th. I'll do a little lottery thing. Um, and the second part is actually going to be for my coachees. So far, I have coached two people, and I think it's gone really well. And I've had about 4 or 5 other people reach out that they're interested. And I just want to give back to them. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be giving away one of them one free month of Impact's $200 Future Pro Player Group. I'm in this myself. I think it's a really great group. We meet once or twice a week for a few hours, just learning. I think it is best suited right now for a Doflamingo player, and so far, everyone who's reached out for coaching to me has been a Doflamingo player. So I think this will be a really great way for them to up their game. This will also be chosen on February 8th or 9th, probably the 9th actually. Um, and so if you've booked a session with me before February 9th, you will be absolutely eligible to win this part of the giveaway. So doing a two-parter, one that's small for everyone, and then one for the people that I have been humbly grateful enough to actually help in their journey to becoming a better player, and I just want to see them improve even more. So on to the video now. We're going to be watching ludifodo on Blackbeard versus a Shanks. At this time, this was 7 days ago. Ludi wasn't actually as far up on the ladder as he normally is, but a lot of the times he's camping in the top 10. We've seen him on the channel a few times before, and I'm personally interested as we get closer to OP10 and seeing a little bit more Blackbeard gameplay on the channel. Just because he's, of course, going to be a lot more popular as we get to OP10. So just starting with stage, discarding a finger gun. I believe this matchup is supposed to be pretty close to 50-50. Um, I'm not 100% sure who won the rock, paper, scissors, actually. Let me know down in the comments if you know if you're supposed to go first or second on this matchup. I assume we're just going to swing 6 and then play Lafitte here. I kind of imagine you'd want to go second just to be able to play your 10 drop first. But not sure. I could also see a world where going first is also nice because it gives Blackbeard like the extra Dawn um, to be able to swing 6s. Because when you swing 5 versus Shanks, you're actually not swinging. You turn your own leader into Rebecca. I imagine we're going to take this 5, yeah. 6. Okay, so no Lucky Roo here. just going to take that, hit the trigger. Going to grab another 10 drop. Yeah, I have to imagine this is a matchup that you're going to want a lot of 10 drops. Also, kind of interesting that the Shanks player swung this Uta. Because now you're not going to have anything. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought for sure he was going to swing into the Uta. Oh, but he's gonna dock Q pop it. Um, so perhaps the Shanks is significantly more familiar than I am in this matchup, and he knows if my opponent plays double Lafitte, he's going to dock Q KO my Uta anyways. So the idea that I'm going to get to swing into the Lafitte's with the Uta is a pipe dream. I really like the way Blackbeard has played this so far. I know that from an outsider looking in, when the Blackbeard player has like multiple Lafitte's on the board or Lafitte plus dot Q all rested, it feels so oppressive because it's like I have to deal with all of these, and there's just no way I can do it. He could Marco pop one of them. I'm gonna be interested. Not even swinging the ace. Very interesting. I guess he doesn't want the Blackbeard player to pop it and then swing into it. But honestly, I don't even know if that's that bad of a situation, to be honest. Like, I feel like getting rid of this Lafitte would be pretty reasonable. But Shanks players always seem to want to leave this thing standing. I'm not sure I really understand why they're so obsessed with leaving it standing. Like, they almost prefer that the card didn't have rush, is really what it feels like sometimes. Okay, so we're going to finally start leader affecting. I'm guessing this is because the Shanks is going into the 8 Dawn turn, and we don't want them to rally us or dragon. Or actually Ben Beckman. Beckman is the real troublemaker in this situation, I think. Because Beckman trashes and also does original power, I believe, he would be able to get rid of our Burgess pretty seamlessly. And Burgess, of course, is going to be a pretty big piece of our end game, I imagine. This Shanks player seems to just not really care about these Lafitte's, which I think is pretty interesting. I feel like Lafitte is normally a card that I, as a Dofi player, okay, that's why he didn't care. Fair. It's all part of the plan. Okay, so we're on 9 Dawn here. Just gonna swing at life. Okay. We don't have any clean way to remove this Edward, I don't think. I wonder if he's just gonna play double Burgess. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. So he's just gonna go freaking Burgess on his head top. Yeah, I think he is. Wow. Nasty work. Triple Burgess is like pretty nasty. Pretty nasty indeed. We do kind of have this dock Q on our board that's just going to be sitting here doing nothing for the rest of the game, I think. Which I think it's always awkward when you're Blackbeard and that sort of thing comes up. Okay, gonna drop the Rush Shanks. Yep. Imagine we're forced to let whatever this attacks be successful. Yep, we're gonna freeze leader. Now we get to swing the 5 with our leader, and it will actually work. Okay, so we want to get rid of this new gate. Oh, and we do. Wow, he's bricked up. So this one's connecting 100%. And then the question becomes, does he have another 10-drop Shanks? If he does, we won't get to block it, unfortunately. Oh, I think he does. Honestly, you can block this and say, hey, I dare you to swing into my teach. But maybe that's a bad plan. Because, like, you kind of have to be freaking crazy to actually swing into this teach. Yeah. Would have been sick if he did it, though. Our dock Q with a big 1,000 negative power is pretty nuts. Yo, my webcam froze? What is going on here, man? What the hell? When did that happen? This is crazy. Alright, well, no webcam rest of the video, I guess. Um, okay, so what are we going to be looking for? Okay, 2K seems not bad, obviously. I feel like we're in a pretty decent position as Blackbeard here. I guess we really don't want him to drop another 10 drop Shanks. That would be annoying for sure. Um, but I suppose if he does that, we... What do we do if he does that? He gets to he gets to take both our Burgess and our um, rested teach. I think we just lose, probably. If he drops another 10 drop Shanks, we're gonna have to like we're gonna have to go like 12, 13 at life and pray it gets there. Which like our opponent would only have 6 cards in hand. So it gets there a non-trivial amount of time, but it also against Shanks gets there a lot less of the time than it does versus most decks. Yeah, I think that's probably our play if he plays second Shanks and he takes our 2 rested characters. Because I don't think. Well. Hmm. Yeah, because none of the things that would help us ignore the blocker if he played blockers the next turn would really be searchable. I think you gotta let this go. Or actually, you could block. You could block. What am I talking about? You can block for sure. Oh, wow. Absolute coward. Swing into my Blackbeard. Lucky Roo. Okay, sure. We can get rid of this Lucky Roo and go for a game if we want to. But he does have 2 active Dawn, which is a little annoying. But it looks like that's what we're going to go for. He does not want to play the third 10 drop teach. 10 10 10, right? I imagine. What are we looking for? Okay, I imagine we weren't looking for that. Yeah, so there's the Red Hawk and then one more card. And then does it make sense to go for game here? Oh, he thinks so. It's honestly not that impossible that he could counter out. Okay, so if we don't go for game And let's say he has another rush character. I don't think we die. We'll probably be forced to block one of them. Like, let's say he plays dragon, he can go 7, 9, 12, 12. Yeah, and then we're forced to block one of them, right? Or he'd have 4 attacks. If he has dragon, we're cooked. If he has dragon, we're actually just absolutely fried. Really, almost any rush character except for Shanks, and we're in really bad shape. This kind of leads us to believe that he doesn't have it. He could also have lime juice. Honestly, I kind of feel like we were supposed to go 10-10. Like, it feels like a lot of the time we don't get there. But, I feel like just a huge percentage of the time here, he has one of the things that kills us. Why do we block this one? Okay. Block counter. Okay. Can we die here? No, we can't die. Got pretty fortunate that our life was 2k. Weird ordering there, but I guess even if we swung 5 first, our Blackbeard player probably blocked. So what are our numbers now? We're gonna start with a 9. We're gonna start with a 10. Okay. Yeah, and then we're just gonna shove it all on one. Yep. All right, huge win from the Blackbeard player. I'm not 100%. I agree. Oh, I guess lime juice wasn't real because our on plays were negated. That's right. So I guess right there we only lost to dragon. All right, our opponent actually didn't have counter in hand, so we won either way. It looks like. I kind of still think maybe I lean towards going for game there. I think it's easier for him to have a dragon than it is for him to have like triple 2K, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I'm not sure. Anyone, let me know in the comments if you guys have any strong feelings on if he was supposed to go for game or not. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.